For many people, the world of all-in-ones is populated by the iMac. Now, HP's NV32 needs to be added to the discussion. It all starts with a design. Made out of wood, resin, and fabric, this is one of the most elegant all-in-one PCs we've ever seen. And it will blend right into your posh mid-century home or stand out as the centerpiece of your office. It definitely was the center of attention in our office when I used it as my work computer for several weeks. It wasn't just the 32-inch display that drew everyone in, but the equally impressive aesthetics. Below the 32-inch display is a gray fabric panel, underneath which resides Bang & Olufsen tuned speakers. Under those speakers is a low-profile wooden base with a built-in Qi charger for powering your smartphone or other peripherals. On the back, you'll find resin that feels less like cheap plastic and more like a high-end composite. Just above the display is a pop-up camera that you can stow by simply pushing down so it's flush with the top bezel. It's not the most flexible device, but it will tilt from -5 to 25 degrees. The screen doesn't swivel and you can adjust its height, so you might need an adjustable chair to get the best viewing angles. You'll find all the ports you'll need for connecting peripherals and external drives. On the back is an HDMI input, 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports, 2 USB 3.1 Type A inputs, and a USB Type C input. On the right edge is an easily accessible USB 3.1 Type A port and a headphone and mic jack. Like most all-in-ones, the NV32 ships with a keyboard and mouse. The chiclet-style keyboard connects to the PC wirelessly and features 2 additional Bluetooth channels. This lets you connect the keyboard to other devices, like smartphones or tablets, so you can use it to type. You can easily switch between devices with the press of a key. There's also a slot in the keyboard so you can prop up your phone or tablet on the lip in the back. The mouse is pretty basic, but it gets the job done. It looks nice, is wireless, and tracked my movements without any issue. The 31.5-inch 4K IPS anti-reflection display is sharp and colorful. Given its massive size, the NV32 offers a TV-like viewing experience when streaming your favorite movies and shows. Unfortunately, the 4K panel only has a 60 Hz refresh rate, so fast-paced movements won't look perfectly crisp, but that's really only a problem if you're playing games. The display covers 104% of the sRGB color gamut, which is a good result but lower than expected from a 4K display. And with HDR turned on, it reaches 486 nits of average brightness, which is very bright. With an Intel Core i7-9700 CPU and 32 GB of RAM, it provides outstanding performance in our real-world and synthetic benchmark tests. I used it as my work machine for a few weeks and didn't notice any sluggishness, even when I was slow to close tabs. Without batting an eye, the all-in-one loaded 32 tabs, then streamed a Caribou Cup match between Manchester City and Manchester United on ESPN's streaming site. When it comes to gaming, the NV32 can be equipped with up to a GeForce RTX 2080 Max-Q GPU. It clocked a blistering 239 frames per second on the Dirt 3 benchmark test, topping our 30 frames per second playability threshold many times over. Even more demanding games, including Far Cry New Dawn at 78 frames per second, Hitman 2 at 78, and Metro Exodus at 39 frames per second, played smoothly at 1080p resolution. Now, let's talk about the Bang & Olufsen speakers. I listened to several songs across various genres and felt like each one was better than the last. The 7 front-firing speakers and subwoofers produce some of the best audio I've heard come out of an all-in-one. And it seems like HP knows what they have in these speakers because they've added a feature that turns the NV32 all-in-one into a standalone Bluetooth speaker that you can play from a smartphone or tablet. They work even when the all-in-one is turned off. The bottom line is, Windows 10 users who are jealous of the iMac should seriously consider the NV32 all-in-one. It has a larger display than competing all-in-one PCs, powerful components including the optional RTX 2080 GPU, and it can go toe-to-toe with the best of them. Add to that all the other bells and whistles we just mentioned, and the NV32 all-in-one gets our wholehearted recommendation.